Good morning. Morning. uh, okay. So today I'm going to be doing some painting for door hanger attachments. They're little door hanger attachments. Welcome. So here is a rail that I had cut the other day. And we have a series of attachments that you can Velcro on to this piece right here. Ghost. We have turkey. We have a bunch of them that we're going to be painting. And then eventually I'm going to paint this one, but I haven't decided how I want it to look yet. If you don't know who I am, my name is Chelsea. I'm co-owner of Pretty Feet Crafts alongside Trisha. She did a video yesterday. So today we're just going to be painting these little 6-inch attachments for this. So they will go up here. They'll Velcro on. We have a different one for every season. We have a ghost. We have a fall pumpkin that we're going to do today. I have a little Santa Claus that we're going to do today. And we have a few more that we have that I'm not going to paint probably today. These are spring boots, rain boots, Valentine's Day heart. This one's going to be a patriotic flag. Hi, Krista. This one's going to be for Easter. It's a bunny. And we have shamrock. So all of these are going to be painted, and they're going to have Velcro on the back of them. So that way, if you want to get a door hanger or a rail, or you could even possibly get this in a wreath sign, these will obviously be smaller, but we could definitely do that as well. And you just Velcro it on here. If you are just joining, make sure you let me know where you're watching from. I think I'm going to start with a pumpkin today. I have a little bit of orange left over from my last project. Thanks, Krista. All right, let's see. So I thought it would be kind of cute to, thanks, Cheryl. I thought it was a really cute idea too. We're going to come out with a bunch more attachments, but I thought it was a cute idea. I don't know where that is. Massachusetts? But I thought it would be kind of cute to do on this pumpkin. I don't really see anything that says Fall-a-Day. Every day to me in the fall is Fall-a-Day. It's my favorite season. So I thought it'd be kind of cute to do something different with the pumpkin and write that on it. So this is a lighter orange, like more of a pastel orange. Surprised so many people are watching this morning. I didn't think very many people would like to join in on mornings, but it works out best for me. Fridays are my days off, and the kids are at school in the mornings, so it's just easier. So is anybody on here getting any of the rain or anything from Florence? We're in South Florida, so we didn't get any rain from Florence, but we did get it from the one that hit the Louisiana area. We did get a lot of rain from that one. Thanks, Krista. We actually do have a contest in the group. I'll share it with you later. I'll tag you in it, so that way you can be a part of it. So here we go. I'm gonna let the orange dry before I put the brown on it. Otherwise, it's just gonna kind of mix together. Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of rain. I grew up in Indiana, so that's far away from any of the coast, northern Indiana. But we always got a lot of rain when the hurricanes came. So I imagine Kentucky gets a lot more. I actually have family in Kentucky, and they get a lot of rain. Oh goodness, Cindy. Well, I hope you're somewhere safe. Did you have to evacuate? That's nice, Cheryl. It rains a lot here in Florida, so it's always nice when you get a break from it. Especially like the summertime. Believe it or not, summer is like the rainiest season for Florida. It's just nonstop rain. But the good thing is it doesn't always rain all day like other places, so you get a shower and then it'll go away. Oh, you grew up in Indiana? That's nice. I actually grew up in Elkhart, which is up by South Bend. About 20 minutes outside of South Bend. Yeah, that's where Trisha lives. She did live down here with us, and then she moved back up there. Oh goodness, Cindy. Yes, definitely stay safe. Hopefully, you have did you have to go to a shelter or are you still at home? Yeah, I don't really judge people who decide to stick it through the hurricanes, because last year we had Irma, which was a big deal. But thankfully, we stuck it out. It didn't hit us too hard. We were without power for about 8 days, but that was the worst of it. We didn't have a lot of damage. It just took out a bunch of the poles and stuff. I saw where they sent FPL. We have FPL down here. I saw that they recently sent up 300 workers to try to help you guys regain your power back. I know when we had Irma, they sent a lot of people came to help, and we were so thankful for it. I think 80% of our area was without power, so it's no joke. You're at home. Well, hopefully you have lots of snacks. I know when Irma came, it was my first actual hurricane. We have a big walk-in closet in my bedroom. We emptied the whole closet, and we had a big queen air mattress. We aired it up in there, and we had our snacks and everything. We had it ready in case we needed to go in there. Thankfully, we didn't actually have to go in there. Yeah, see, having to work is a big thing. My husband works in IT. He does IT for businesses, so he needed to be here so that way after the storm he could help all the businesses get back up and running, and it wasn't really an option for him to leave. Even if we left, we'd have to come right back in traffic. Who knows like what the road conditions were going to be like, so we just decided to stay. He could walk from work from here, so it was just the best decision for us. Right, so we have our little ghost. He's going to be our candy corn ghost. I don't know if you guys have seen the picture on our page. If you haven't checked out our page, go ahead and click Pretty in Pink Crafts and you can like it. But he's going to be holding candy corn. Since I have white on my brush, I'm just going to hop over to Santa Claus and get his white done. Do you have a generator, Cindy? I know that helps a lot. We didn't actually have one, but my neighbors did. We are actually thinking about getting one soon. I know down here we have, it's a tax break holiday for hurricane preparedness in June. You can get large, hurricane items such as generators. You can get batteries and things tax free. You guys have that up there, or? So we have that part. So if you are just joining, we are painting attachments that will Velcro onto here. So you can have one door hanger or one wreath rail. You can put your mesh and your ribbon down here. And depending on the season, you can just take these off and switch it up. I have a circle here too that I'm probably just gonna write like welcome or something like that. It's a little bit smaller than the other circle. So that way, whatever we paint here, you can still see it behind it. I haven't decided what I want to do with this one yet. So if you guys have color ideas or suggestions, let me know because I have no idea yet. No generator. Yeah, we didn't have one either. We had propane girls, but we didn't actually wind up using it. You can use tea light candles. I did that last year. It was still raining really hard and windy outside. I didn't want to go outside to heat up some soup, so I put it in a cake pan and then put a disposable pan underneath it in the oven, and I put tea light candles after we lost power, and it works really well. You wouldn't have known that it was candles that heated it up. I know that in the winter time up north, they tell you to keep candles, like tea light candles in your car because they produce a lot of heat. So in case you get stranded, you can kind of have a heat source. Hi, Teresa. So you can't really tell what it's going to be. We're going to do some lines on here and distinguish his beard from his mustache. But this one's going to turn out super cute. Teresa? Okay. Krista, I have, if you're still watching, I have your Santa boots. I'm going to paint them today and get them out in the mail for you tomorrow. I did get those cut. So it looks like we have a few new people on here. If you did just join, let me know where you're watching from. Okay, so he's ready. We'll go back and we'll do the red, and then we'll do the peach for his face. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. I know the light's probably putting a glare on it. Okay, and then we have our turkey. I did this one in a hanger size and a wreath sign size. Here's the wreath sign. So I just kind of made them smaller. And I'm not going to do the circles because it's going to be a little bit like the round ones. I'm actually just going to go around it and not do like the actual feathers. It's going to still turn out cute. And I think I'm just going to write gobble right here. Oops, sorry, I know that's probably loud. But this one's super cute. This one's actually for a wreath. So on the back it has the things that you can staple the pipe cleaner. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. And then attach it to your wreath. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Yes, we actually do sell them. We have an Etsy shop. If you go to our page, if you click our name, you should see a shop now button and it'll take you to our Etsy. We have over 200 items on there right now and we're working on some new ones. Hi, Joanne from New York. Okay, Krista, just let me know. What part of New York are you watching from, Joanne? I asked that, but I don't really know much about New York. I've never been. I thought about doing brown, but I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to do the colors first. So if you ever watched me paint before, you notice that I hop around a lot. And the reason being is it just helps avoid having to wait for things to dry. So even when I'm painting orders, I'll have 2 or 3 different people's orders and I'll be just painting out light colors at the same time. So if I'm using white, I'll hop onto the next project and paint that white part, just so it just helps a little bit. Do we have any bell signs? Not yet, Krista, but if you want to send me a message, I can make one for you. You just have to let me know what kind you want and what size. That's another thing. We do custom orders. Krista's gotten a couple custom orders from us before. It's always fun. I love doing them. Upstate New York. Well, hopefully you don't get too much rain. I know you're probably going to get some. I'm just going to see this. So I'm going to do the green and then I'm going to do the brown for the sign and then I'm going to hop on to something else. Thanks everybody who's joined so far. I know it's an awkward time to watch a live. I know most people go in the evenings, but that's just not possible. I have 3 kids that would make doing a live at home when they're home impossible. So Fridays are my days off. The kids are at school in the morning, so that's when I will go live. So I'll be going live every Friday around 10:30. So I'm actually just going to go around it with different colors. And I don't know if you guys can see where I traced out his actual body. That's going to be brown, but I'm going to get the other colors done first. Okay. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to New York. I haven't got there yet. I think the next place I'm going to go, because I keep checking places off my list. Probably New Orleans, or I want to go to Waco. I want to go to Waco, Texas. I know a lot of people say that, but I want to go see the silos. And that's something that Trisha and I have made a pact that we're not going to go without each other. So it's definitely going to be a girls' weekend. We try to get one of those in every year. Usually we go to Chicago because that's where I fly in to visit. And she'll ride the train over. It's like an hour train ride, and she'll ride it over, and that's usually where we'll hang out. But I wanted to do something different this year, so we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to do the brown, and then I'm going to hop over. We used to hand cut them, Krista. I have a scroll saw, but that just takes so long that I actually found someone here that has a CNC. So I send him the designs, and then I put an order together based on what you guys order, and he cuts them, and I go pick them up. I am working on getting my own CNC, so probably early next year I'll have my own, and I can do so much more. I'm so excited, I can't wait. I don't have anywhere to put it right now, so we're working on it. Yeah, Joanne. I want to go so bad. I love Joanne. I love that show. I know a lot of people get upset because a lot of the shows fade. Like it's pre-planned, but it's a TV show that's pretty much expected. Like the reveals and stuff, it's planned out. But I think it just does amazing work. I wish I had the knack for interior design like she does. I don't. Sad to say, I have two picture frames hung up. The rest of the kids have either knocked down, or I have them in my closet. I just haven't put them up yet. It's a CNC. It's a big saw that it goes around and it cuts it like this, and it hooks up to a computer design software. So once I send my orders, it's converted into a different type of file, and then the machine cuts out these big sheets of wood, and it cuts out the designs with a little bit that goes around and saws it out. But I can't wait to get ours, so that way If I wake up at 3 in the morning and decide that I want to design something and cut it, I can, because I almost never sleep. Of course, Krista. Yeah, but we recently just found him. Before that, we were using, I was just cutting them all with a scroll saw, which is like a bandsaw. It just goes up and down and you cut it out. Okay, so I'm gonna let him sit and dry for a while, and I'm gonna hop over to the pumpkin. What do you guys think? Should I put Happy Holiday, or should I fall y'all, or just write something like thankful? Give this stem. I think I might just write thankful and blessed on this. I think that's probably what I'll do. Play it safe. When I do letters, I always try to go for the square edge. I know it's too small for you guys to see, but it is a square top brush. I know it's probably a professional term for that, but I don't know it. So, first two letters. Yeah, we can do that, Joanne. The largest size, we can cut up to 4 feet signs, which that would be almost impossible to ship, but we can cut them that big. I actually have this one. This one is 24 inches by 24 inches. So this would be about how big the boy and girl would be. And these ship pretty easily. This one was actually supposed to be a rail, and then the wrong file got attached. It was supposed to be like this. For a customer, I sent the wrong file over, so I have this one that I have to figure out what to do with. So if you guys have ideas, let me know. But to answer your question, yes, Joanne, we can do that for you. That's actually a super cute idea. All of our signs we actually weather seal, so that way we know they're going to be outside. We don't want the paint to start to fade and things like that. So just let us know. You can send me a private message, Joanne. My dog's getting jealous. She wants attention. So I'm running out of space, so let's see if we can get the whole word on here. Not, I might have to start this one over. I might just say thankful. Yeah, Krista, a gingerbread boy and girl would be cute too. So, looks like it'll fit. Turn out a little different than I had wanted, but I think it still turned out cute. Okay. Oops. There we go. So thankful. I'll go through and I'll do highlights. I don't know. I'm probably going to do like a squiggle, something underneath this since I didn't have enough space because it's small to write blessed. So I'll probably just do like a cute squiggly mark and then do the highlights once the black dries. You know, actually, I'll do the mark now. I'm going to do an arrow. Okie dokie. So there we go. Thankful. And then I'll go through it and do some white highlights and things like that. It is Friday, Alice. As I like to call it, Friday. It is my day off from work. I just went back, so I just finished up my second week back to work from maternity leave. So Fridays are my peaceful days. Thanks, Krista. I try to get them as close to what you guys tell me you want. So I actually have to keep this one for Krista later today. I sent one, but it got damaged in the mail, so I'm gonna send her another one. But this one, you see, he gets painted, his boots, and then you put your ribbon and stuff up here. I don't have one finished, but otherwise I'd show you. But basically the same thing, except the top has the rails and then the bottom. Right. So pumpkin's done. Let's move on to Santa. I think we can probably finish him. So there's an issue with the live alerts right now, Alice. Facebook has kind of not been letting you be notified. So we've not been using them that much right now, just because it's been, we're still trying to figure out what we are allowed to and what we're not allowed to do. So once we get it back up, we'll post another post on our page so you can be notified. But I'm glad you're here, Alice. I'm glad you found us. Of course, Krista. I hate getting stuff damaged in the mail, and then when you reach out to someone, they're like, "Sorry, that's not what I do, you guys." It depends on the size, Alice, and what kind of sign they are. The rails, I don't know the prices off. And we have a chart that we do. I think that unpainted, the 18-inch is 15-inch, or $15, and then the 24 is $20. Don't quote me. But the hangers, which are like 22, 24 inches, are around like $35. The wreath signs, if you're looking for wreath attachments, those are $12. These little ones, I don't know how much they're going to be yet because this is the first ones that we're doing. But I'll make a post when we figure that out with a link to buy them. What kind of sign were you looking for, Alice? So I think I'm going to do his nose a little bit darker pink, like a cherry nose. And then we'll work on his hat. Yeah, I'll just go with this pink. Thanks everybody who's joined so far. If you are just joining, I am painting attachments. I'm gonna paint this one, but I haven't completely decided how I want it to look yet. But all of these little attachments that I'm painting today are gonna have Velcro on the back, and there's gonna be a piece of Velcro up here, and then you can just attach it and switch it out depending on the season or the holiday, and then that way you don't need a million different hangers and signs and wreaths and stuff. So you can have one that'll work all year round. Just kind of neat. I personally don't have all the space to keep stuff for every season, so it's kind of nice when you can just have one. So I am just finishing up Santa Claus real quick, and then I'm gonna hop back over to the turkey. I'm gonna say Gobble. He's cute. So if you are just watching, let me know where you're watching from. There we go. So we'll go back and we'll clean him up. I'm gonna do his hat real quick first. watching from Louisiana. I was just mentioning how I was hoping to try to go to New Orleans this year for the first time. So, hoping. Okay. So I'm just going and I'm going to do the edges so it looks nice and neat because it will sit on top of that rail, so we want to make sure it looks neat. Here we go. We did just do this one. Thankful. I'm going to go back and I'm going to do some highlights and stuff. Just clean it up, make it pop a little bit more. So as I mentioned earlier, I try to stick with light colors, so whenever I paint, I hop around. So since I already have red, I'm going to do the red on this one. I promise there's a method to my madness. Thanks, Alice. I appreciate every like, share, comment. It helps us out more than you know. Thank you for joining. We appreciate every single one of you guys. So I will be going live every Friday around 10:30. Unless I put like a post or something comes up, I will be going every Friday. And then Trisha will be live. She went live last night. She should be going live on Saturday. She might change and do mornings as well, but we will definitely make a post to let you guys know. She might actually make a wreath this time, but I know that yesterday she painted a snowman. There we go. So there's the red. I'm probably going to go back and do some orange next. Thanks, Alice. Now I'm going to do, hop back over to the ghost. Sure thing, Alice. Once we get her schedule done, since Facebook's kind of being funny about doing the live alerts, once we get the schedule down, we will make a post. And so that way you guys can know when to expect us to go live. And then if we ever have to change it, we'll make another post to let you guys know if we have to switch it up. I bet that gets really pretty in the fall time, Alice. I'm really jealous. I love, love, love the fall, but being in South Florida, you never really get a fall season. Thanks for watching, Krista. Message me if you want to put an order in. You have my messenger. So have a good day. So what do you guys think? Do you think I should put gobble or something else on here? Give me hearts if you think I should do gobble, or give me likes if you think I should do something else. Maybe like Happy Thanksgiving or something. So it looks like it's tied right now. It's a couple, so let's see. So I am going and just giving him his shape. You guys can't really see the gray. There's another one on our site up here. So I'm just giving him a shape because white's kind of boring. So he has one arm. You guys can see that. I'm going to do another arm, and then I'm going to put some candy cane, or not candy canes, candy corn in his hands. This guy in the 12-inch, we have a 12-inch sign. He is one of my favorites. The 12-inch is for the wreaths. So if you haven't already, make sure to like our page so you can stay updated on what's going on with us, what things we have, things like that. So there is his shape. Hi, Nikki. So we are just painting today. If you are just joining, I know I keep repeating myself for those who've been here. We want to make sure everybody understands. This is going to be a wreath rail. You can also get it in a door hanger or wreath sign without this part. And all of these are going to have Velcro on the back. And there's going to be Velcro right here. So depending on the season or holiday, you can just Velcro and change it out. So I'm going to let this one dry since the gray is still fresh. And we're going to hop back over to Santa Claus. I'm going to use some of that gray and define some of his beard. And then I'm going to use some black and do the shape. I know it just looks like lines right now, but once I put the black on, it'll make a little bit more sense. So here's his mustache. We're going to do his beard next, and we're going to give him some outlines on the top part as well. Yeah, the wintertime's hard. I know growing up in Indiana, wintertime was never fun. Yeah, I'm trying to get a craft room too. I'm actually in my dining room, obviously, my table. Thankfully, this table, I can just get some cleaner and clean all this paint off. So that helps. Hi, Danny. It is not listed just yet, but if it's something that you do want, you can send us a message and let us know. Were you wanting the attachments, or were you wanting something else in place of the circle? Because we do have a couple other designs that we have with different shapes here. We just don't have them listed just yet. So you can send us a message to the page and we can answer that for you. I'm sorry to hear that, Alice. I know that that's not easy. Not easy to go through. I know that. Thanks, Teresa. So we are just going through and we're cleaning them up, and then I'm going to give them eyes. Normally I go top to bottom, but I went bottom to top this time. Yeah. Okay, Jenny. Message us, because right now we're planning on selling them as a whole kit with the attachments. We don't have a price just yet, but if you want one with just one attachment, message us and we can send you a link to a private listing. Hey Trisha, how's the wedding cake coming? If you don't know who we are, I know some of you just joined. I introduced myself earlier. I'm Chelsea, co-owner of Pretty in Pink Crafts. Trisha is the co-owner of Pretty in Pink Crafts. We have this together. She lives in Indiana. I live in Florida. We're both from Indiana. Funny story, I moved down here and then she moved back up there, so we can't really decide where we want to be. Alice. We sell the blanks too on our Etsy. So if you like to paint, definitely check that out. We do have those available in all different kinds of designs. And if you wanted a custom one, let us know. We can do those too. Perfect. Yeah. Trisha likes to bake and decorate cakes. I like to bake. I'm not so much a decorator for cakes. It's just too much work for me. And then I noticed I eat too much of the sugar, like frosting and all that stuff while I'm baking. It's just not a good combination. I will wait till it's done and then eat some of it. I'm in the Fort Lauderdale area. It's by like where Miami, in between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Where are you from, Janny? You may have said it earlier. I forgot. So there we go. I don't know what you mean by transfers, but everything that we do, we either like trace it out like beforehand, like if I know how I want it to look. Like you see, I just traced out the body part, the middle part right here, so that way I can kind of know where I wanted the shape to be. But everything we pretty much freehand. I know sometimes if we have like a background pattern, like chevron or something, I'll use some tape and I'll tape it off. You can either use that or it's not the brush line, or stencils. But I usually just use tape, like masking tape. Pensacola. Yeah, that's up on the Panhandle, I think. I'm not too familiar on all of Florida. I think it's on the Panhandle. Don't quote me. So I gave him some little marks on his hat, little ruffles. Forgot the ball. I'll do that now. There is his hat. I'm probably gonna give him some blue eyes with some like little white sparkles in them. We'll see. I'm just gonna let the black dry completely because the worst thing ever is touching the black and getting it somewhere else in the project. Because then, especially when it's little, it just doesn't look good. I think I'm going to pop back over to the turkey and give him another ring of color. We're waiting for the red to dry. So far, we have painted the thankful. I still have to go through and put some white in some white and some black highlight little lights on it. We just worked on the Santa, and then I have a ghost. I don't know if you guys can see the gray lines or not, but I'm gonna give him some eyes and a mouth and some candy corn. He's super cute when he's done. We actually have him on our page in a 12-inch sign. You can also get him in a door hanger size. So I think I'm just gonna finish this ring and just make his body part a little bit bigger because I don't know what other color I'd make another ring with. So I think I'm just gonna make it orange and then do a little bit larger body. So there's the orange, and then we're gonna do a dark brown body, and then we'll do his face. And this blank parts right here, those are gonna be his feet. The sign's resting up against his feet. We actually right here. This is the same cutout, just larger. And I did something different with the feathers. We did rounds instead of like the actual feathers. This one says gobble till you wobble, but I think I asked everybody to decide if they wanted it to say gobble or like Happy Thanksgiving. It looked like most people gave me a heart for gobble. All right. So there's that. I'm gonna let the orange dry, and while I have the orange on the paintbrush, I'm gonna hop back over to the candy corn ghost, and we will get his candy corn on there. So I'm only going to do about 2 or 3 pieces of candy corn since he is so small. I think big candy corns will look cute on with him. I always forget if candy corn is yellow, orange, and then white. Hold on. It's, yeah, yellow, orange, and then white. I always forget that. So we have the beginnings of some candy corn there. I'm going to get some yellow out and start that. I guess I could have given some yellow too, the turkey, but that's okay. We have the yellow, and then I'm just going to do some black. I'm not actually going to put more white on there because the background's white, but I'm going to put some black and just outline what the candy corn should be once this dries. I am going to go ahead and start getting his face ready. There we go. So here's some eyes. And he has a big gray nose. So there's his gray nose. I don't know if you guys can see it because it looks like it is reflected off the light. Now I'm going to give him his mouth. There you go. Let me know if you guys can see his nose or not. There you go. That'll probably help. There you go. Here's his nose. So we're going to let him dry because the orange and the yellow is still wet. And I think I'm going to hop over to Santa Claus and we're going to do his eyes and then we could probably go to the turkey again. Perfect. Thanks for letting me know, Sandra. But maybe you guys can see a little further away. There we go. So I think I'm going to give Santa some blue eyes. I actually need to give him some white first. So I gave him a little bit of white on here for his eyes, and then I'm going to put blue on top, and then we'll give him the black. So I just have some blue. So there's some blue. I'm going to let the blue dry, and then I'm going to go back with some black and white. So we're just giving the turkey his body, his head. Probably going to do 2 coats because it looks like the orange is showing through just a little bit. But that's an easy fix. great. So I'm gonna let this one dry just a little bit. This is why I work on multiple projects, so you can let it dry and then move on to something else. I think I'm gonna finish up the pumpkin, give it some white. You know, I meant to turn that around. I meant to turn that around. I actually just got it because I got my friend a crude humor cup from Spencer's, and they had it buy one get one 50% off, and I'm not gonna pass up a good deal for a coffee cup. Plus, it's kind of true. It's cute. Yeah, but the other side, the letters kind of come off. Just going around and giving it some white. The pumpkin, Sandra? Yeah, I like this one. It was supposed to say thankful and blessed, but I ran out of space and I barely got to finish thankful, so I just put an arrow there. Oh, yeah. I like the cup. It's actually, I think it's like 15 ounces, so it can hold 2 full cups of coffee in there. And sometimes, like, I do drink that much in the mornings, but sometimes I'll forget about it. Like I have now, like I have half of it, and it's probably cold, so I actually have to go heat it back up. That's the only bad thing about it. So I'm just going through and I'm putting some white onto the letters, just kind of make them a little more noticeable. I don't know if it happens to anybody else, but you start off doing thin lines and then they wind up being a little bit thicker, so you gotta go back and make them all uniform. So thankful. it looks better when I hold it like this. So I'm going to finish the candy corn ghost. If you are just joining, make sure to say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. There's one candy corn. So I was holding some candy corn. You can see very well. Thought he was super cute. And we're going to move back to the turkey. So I'm going to do the face, so it's the same as this one. This one I did in a larger size. The white. Yep. Nice and space. We'll let this one dry a little bit, and we're going to move back over to Santa, and we're going to finish up his eyes and make it look all cute and give him some white highlights. Some black on the blue. eye. I'm sure if you guys can really see his eyes or not. But that's what he looks like. So I think Santa is pretty much done. You guys can really see it very well. But he is 6 inches and he will attach to this section. He'll be able to Velcro it on and off along with all the other ones. So that way, depending on the season, you can just pull them off and switch it. I haven't fully decided what colors or what I want to do with this one. I'm thinking like black and white, like different colors, like patterns, and then having Santa here, and then you can put like your mesh and your ribbon, and then you have like one wreath rail, and then you can Velcro off the different seasons or holidays. But so we have the ghost, he's done, the pumpkin, and now we're just gonna finish up the turkey. A little bit of written. So the face is done. I think I'm gonna do the lettering now. I think we're just gonna stick with Gobble. Okay. So we have G. That was my dog. You guys heard that. She sneezed. Oh, right. So Gob is done. There we go. So Gobble, I'm going to let the words dry because we're going to do the feet in orange, and it'll cover up just a little bit of the letters at the bottom. If you don't know what we're painting, these are going to be attachments that are going to have Velcro, and they're going to stick on the back onto the wreath rail. So I get some little marks, and we're gonna let that dry just a little bit, and then we're gonna highlight everything. While we wait, show you some of the other seasons that I'm going to paint later on. This one is going to be rain boots. Hi, Susan. This one's going to be rain boots, spring rain boots. Probably going to be like with flowers or some kind of pattern on them. They're not just going to be plain. Valentine's Day heart. Do something cute with that. This one is going to be a patriotic flag for 4th of July. We may do some fireworks with that one. Maybe Labor Day, Memorial Day. We have a bunny that we're going to do for Easter. All of these are going to be in a kit that come as that come with this. So they're all going to come with this, and you can Velcro them on and off. We'll probably come out with different attachments that you can purchase individually. And there's one that you like. This one is just a circle. We'll probably be the basic, like welcome, if you don't want like a holiday or season one on there. Some kind of saying on it, that'll be cute. And then we have the shamrock, which we'll also paint for St. Patrick's Day. Yes, this is the original kit, and then we'll come out with different ones. I think we'll have firework on 4th of July. Trying to think of what to do for New Year's. I might just do a circle and write like Happy New Year's or something on it. Maybe a square. I don't know. We'll see. But I think I'm going to paint this one in black and white, which you can always request different colors. Pretty much everything we do, you can customize it. But I think we're going to do like different patterns in black and white. Yeah. That way you can just attach them onto. Okay. Do the feet, and then we'll just finish it up real quick. So there's one foot. It's kind of like what it's going to look like. There's the second one. I'm just going to go through it with black, and I'm going to clean them up some. Kind of like this, but onto the turkey. If you haven't commented and said hi already, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I know we had some people from Kentucky, some people from Louisiana, New York. We had someone from North Carolina earlier. A few other people. It always kind of makes me nervous when people stop commenting, because I'm afraid that I'm not seeing their comments. That actually happened to me a few weeks ago. I went live and the feed stopped scrolling on me, and I didn't notice that I was missing comments. And it went on for like 15 or 20 minutes like that. And you're like, hello, can you see your comments? Did not. So I'm just going through and defining where the little rings are going. So I mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to be going live every Friday morning. It's my day off. Kids are at school, so it's just easier for me to go live on Fridays. If you're watching the replay, you can always catch me on Fridays, or if you're busy, and a lot of people work. So if you're busy, you can always watch the replay. It'd be nearly impossible for me to go live with the kids here. Especially my oldest. He's 4. He'll be 5 in December, so he doesn't fully understand that that you guys can see us, but we can't see you. Trisha went live yesterday, and she was painting a snowman, and he was trying to talk to her, which was kind of cute because she obviously couldn't hear him. So this one is almost done actually. Just cleaning them up. And once we're all done with these, I'm going to post pictures and the link. If you're interested in purchasing it, we don't have one finished yet. So this is this is the first one. So once we get it done, we'll put it on there, make a post so you guys can all know where to find it. I thought about doing a like a pilgrim person for like an extra one that you guys could purchase individually. Like a little pilgrim guy, maybe a little boy. I don't know. I haven't fully decided, but I think that would be kind of cute. Oh, that was loud. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. It actually startled me a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why my phone's going crazy over here. But things, I'm just gonna ignore it. If you are just joining, make sure you let me know where you're watching from. Looks like a few people joined, maybe. Oh, no. No, something else. All right. So we're almost done here. This was the last one I had for you guys. I know Trisha's going to be going live sometime on Sunday, so keep your eye out for that post. She hasn't fully decided what time. It'll probably be in the evening, though, because I think she might be going to church on Sunday. But here it is. This is Gobble. I just have to clean up the nose and that area. I'm going to outline it in black. But otherwise, it's done. I'm going to wait for the rest of the black to dry first. It'll kind of look like this space right here. He's outlined in black. So it's going to look like that. He's going to have the white eyes, white eye highlights. Yeah, so this is what we did. Here's Santa. Oh, I didn't finish him. 1 second. He needs his eyes finished. And then he will be done. Yeah, I never like to leave the eyes just plain. So I always try to put a little bit of highlights in them. He looks so cute when he's photographed. And then we have the thing called pumpkin. It's kind of like a fall thing. I'm not fully sure if I'm going to use this one for the kit or not. I might just do a another pumpkin, look a little bit different. I haven't completely decided yet, but this one's super cute anyway. But that's all that I had for you guys. All of these actually will be sold in a kit, going along with either a wreath rail, or you can get this in a door hanger without this part, just like this top part. And they'll all have Velcro on the back and Velcro right here, so you can stick it and just change it out for the season. Yeah, but I'm gonna get off here. Have things to do around the house before I have to go pick up the kids. So thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. I know Friday mornings are a weird time to be live, but I appreciate everybody that has joined. Every one of the likes, shares, comments, they help us out more than you know. Have a good day.